Questions remain tonight over the future of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Maryland resident originally from El Salvador who was mistakenly deported to his home country back in March. Another hearing today focusing on government efforts to deport him to another country. WJZ is live outside of that courthouse in Greenbelt tonight. Ashley Paul following these developments from the courthouse. And Ashley, what can you tell us at this hour?
Yeah, hey, Rick. Well, that hearing is continuing right now as we speak. Kilmar Abrego Garcia's attorneys are arguing that the government is purposely choosing potential countries to send him to that are not palatable to him in an attempt to keep him incarcerated here in America, despite the fact that Costa Rica says they would willingly take him and he says he would willingly go. Now, outside the courtroom this morning, you can see a large crowd here to rally in favor of freeing Abrego Garcia, but inside the courtroom, following 6 hours of testimony now, it appears the United States has still not found a third country willing to accept Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Now, multiple nations, including Eswatini, Uganda, Costa Rica, and Ghana, were discussed throughout the day as Abrego Garcia remains in America due to an injunction filed by Judge Paula Zines blocking the Trump administration from removing him. Now, according to the government witness, ICE official John Schultz, Eswatini has reached an agreement with the United States to accept people deported from the United States, assuring they will not be persecuted, tortured, or subject to deportation back to their home country. However, they have not yet agreed to accept Abrego Garcia. Schultz told the courtroom that those discussions are ongoing after the United States only reached out to Eswatini on Wednesday. Testimony also touched on the possibility of sending Abrego Garcia to Ghana after a notice of potential deportation to the country was sent prematurely. But according to a social media post this morning from Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister, Ghana will not be accepting Abrego Garcia. His attorney spoke briefly before today's hearing. Here's what she had to say.
We are all tired of the government's dirty games and delay tactics. We're tired. It has been 7 months. 7 months of the U.S. government playing with Kilmar's life, playing with the lives of his wife and children. I honestly did not think that we would still be having this fight 7 months later. But y'all, we cannot give up. We cannot give up the fight. There is too much on the line.
Now, there were actually many questions that Schultz did not have the answer to today, including why Costa Rica has not been accepted as by the United States government if they are willing to take Abrego Garcia and Abrego Garcia is willing to go. Now, this is all despite the judge's orders that a witness was presented today that could discuss where the deportation efforts stand now and where they go from here. However, Schultz did say that once a country is chosen, it will only take about 72 hours to deport him there. So this continues, and we'll continue to bring you all the details as we learn them. But for now, reporting live outside the U.S. District Courthouse, I'm Ashley Paul, WJZ.